Hey everybody, Andrew back again. Today I would like to talk to you about the 2024 presidential election. If you're like me and basically 99% of the world, you are probably disgusted and frustrated with what looks to be the inevitability of having a Biden-Trump 2.0 rematch. How did we get here? Why are we here? I voted for Trump in the 2016 election. That's when he was going up against Hillary Clinton. I don't know if you could find a less likable person than Hillary Clinton. So I voted for Trump for a change. He gets into office. Obviously, I don't watch a lot of TV, a lot of network TV. I never really watched The Apprentice. I don't know. I didn't pay attention to Donald Trump since the 1980s. I had no idea what I was getting into. So I did not vote in the last election when Biden beat Trump. Yep. And, my hope was that things would even out. And unfortunately, present day, we see that President Biden is sadly, reached an age where he no longer is making decisions on his own or should be driving a car, never much less running the country. So if we look at it and understand that Biden isn't really running the country anymore because he can't make the decisions, you have to ask who is making these decisions for our country. Heading into the election, which it looks like Trump is just blowing right down the road, coming to the inevitable conclusion that we will have Biden versus Trump again. Trump is going to be the same person he's always been. I do think some of his policies made sense, especially with immigration. Right now, we basically have an open borders policy in this country, which does not and would not make sense for pretty much anything. Anybody can understand that we are a nation of immigrants, unless you're Native American. So most of us do owe some sort of burden to this country or a debt to this country for letting our families in here whenever you came here, 20 years ago, 120 years ago. The way it's being handled now is just seemingly insane, and I think that's going to be the major issue that Trump is able to use to win the 2024 election. There you go. You have my prediction that Trump is going to win. I don't think that's basically a no-brainer. If you are voting for Biden, I would love to hear why you feel like he should be reelected. I'm not going to criticize the man. He's old, he's senile. I'm not going to use him as a punching bag. It's just something that is disgraceful and should not be happening in any political theater. So if you are going to vote for Biden again, please tell us in the comments. Be civil with one another in the comments, please. This is a place of discussion, not everyone just yelling like the rest of the internet, please. So I have been telling people that I think the only way that Biden could beat Trump is if Biden drops out of the race. If Biden drops out of the race, that opens up a spot for someone else to come in and beat Trump. Because really, pretty much anybody could beat Donald Trump. He has the MAGA crowd, which is very enthusiastic about Donald Trump. And if you are part of that MAGA crowd and you love Donald Trump, comments below, please try to explain to us, all of us, myself included, what you see in this guy. I understand there's a couple key things that he can do for our country, protect our rights, some deregulation. That's another topic for another video. But he's generally extremely unlikable. But no matter how you feel about the candidates, we are all in the same boat with them. And with inflation, immigration, the changing new world order, and the U.S. seemingly losing its dominance on world power, there's a lot at stake at this point in our lives. What do you think could be done better in this country? I would like to hear what people think maybe the top 3 issues that the candidates should be talking about in the coming months as we lead up to the election. For me, it would be immigration, it would be inflation. Of course, there's healthcare costs. I had my shoulder replaced this year. My wife had breast cancer last year. Our healthcare bills were astounding, and we continue to get pounded by them. Luckily, at some point, I think $10,000 out of pocket, we were able to stop paying. But we're looking at basically 2 years in a row of paying $10,000 cash out of pocket, which is just killing our savings. If we were not fortunate enough to be in the position we are in right now financially, like we'd be bankrupt and we'd probably be losing the home that we had bought. So I think immigration, healthcare, and inflation may be the top three for me. Let me know what you think. Then I guess, of course, there also is war, immigration, healthcare, inflation, and the situation in Eastern Europe with Ukraine and Russia, and then the situation in the Middle East with Israel versus everybody around them. Remember, just stay civil out there. We're all in this together. We may disagree on certain points, but we're all in the same country and we all want the best for our families. We all love our families. We all want them to be safe. And we all want the future to be bright and plentiful for us going forward. All right, everybody. That's my concerns. Let me know yours. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.